Hey, what is going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, I'm going to use a tarot of dreams. So let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius, universe? All right, Aquarius. All right. So the first thing that I'm getting is I feel like there's this connection around you, and I feel like this connection is so back and forth. It's so in and out. This hot and cold energy. You know, I feel like with this person, this is definitely someone you already know, and I feel like with this person, there is an incredible mental connection that you have with this person. I just feel like you click in this certain unique way. But I feel like it's complicated. You know, I mean, I feel like you're waiting for this offer that doesn't ever seem to come. You're waiting for this, you know, with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords, or Three of Wands in reverse as well. I just feel like it's like you're waiting for this to be something more, because I feel like it's more of a physical connection with some... For some of you, this could be something casual, friends with benefits type energy, but I feel like it's so hit and miss. It's in and out, and I feel like it's just... It causes this internal struggle within you, because it's like, you know, we have the Tower card and we have the five of Wands. It's that internal struggle, because it gets toxic. Like, I feel like you really enjoy this person, you have this great connection, but then there's times when this person pisses you off. And I feel like there's this hot and cold energy, like this person's in and out. You know, and it just feels like they're keeping something from you. You know, they're hiding, they're keeping secrets, they're being sneaky in some way, shape, or form, and I feel like everything in you is telling you that. But then you have them show up and they act like that's all in your head. But, you know, pretend like you don't see what's right in front of you, but I feel like you do see that. I feel like your feelings toward this person sometimes can cloud that, because I feel like they use that. Going back to the Six of Swords, that nostalgia. You know, they're reminding you of the good times, reminding you of the things that you have in common. And when they're around you, it's hard to... It's almost like when they're not with you, it's easy to see it. But when they are with you, it's almost like you get caught up in it. Now I feel like there's been some distance, and I feel like I do feel like there's someone else coming in, you know, for you. You know, I do see this new connection. But just like every other time, this person, this past person shows back up again. It's like they don't want to see you with someone else, but they're not making the commitment to you at all. They're not making any type of commitment to you, but they don't want to see you with anybody else, so they come in, they just try to screw shit up for you. But there's no forward movement with that, so I mean, I just feel like this person wants you to themselves, but they don't really want you to themselves. You know what I mean? Because we have the Two of Wands reversed. They don't know what the hell they want. And the Chariot in reverse it doesn't feel like it's moving forward. It just feels like every time, and this may not be the first time that you've met someone else, and then all of a sudden this person comes back all interested in shit. Like, and they do all this work too. Like, we got the Ten of Wands. They come back and they act all suave and shit and act like they want to be with you, and they act like, this, that, and the other thing, breadcrumbing the shit out of you until that other person is gone, and then all of a sudden this past person just disappears again. This is a hot and cold energy, and it's a cycle that'll continue as long as you allow it to continue, is what I'm seeing. I mean, with the World card, everything's coming full circle, everything going in a circle, everything moving in a circle. But we have the Devil card in reverse, and I what this is telling me is it's time to liberate yourself from this person, Aquarius. I feel like they're holding you back. And I feel like you're never going to truly find a real connection as long as you have this person in your life. Because, like I said, they know how to get in there. They know, that's the problem with past people that we have a history with, is because they know how to screw shit up for us. Making you feel some sort of way when they want to. Breadcrumbing the shit out of you, like I said. I don't see any huge transformation in this person, where I just see like this person is very defensive energy, very guarded, and sometimes we think, yeah, they're guarding it, but they really do have feelings for us. But I don't see that here. I don't see this person giving a shit about you, really. And if they do, it's in their own little fucked up way. Like, with the Death card, I don't see this moving. I don't feel like a transition. I don't see the end of this cycle. I see this cycle continuing to move as long as you allow it to. But they come back into your life all willy-nilly and acting like they're back for good, and they really care about you, and they may even talk shit about this other new person. It's almost like they're stalking you in some sort of way. Like, they don't want you, but they don't want anybody else to have you, and it seems like they know when there's someone else involved. And with this new person, it may not even be a romantic relationship. It may just be a friendship, but this person sees it as a threat, so they show back up. Well, like I said, they don't know what they want. And I feel like they're just going to bullshit you some more. With that Queen of Wands in reverse, it's that bullshit energy. And then we have the the Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know why I'm missing that tonight. Sorry. Then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the player energy. Like, this person's just playing games. And what happens when you play games, you win stupid prizes. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I just feel like this person is just continuously going to screw shit up for you. But they're not, but on the other end of it, they're acting jealous, or they're acting like they're back for good, or they're acting like shit's going to change, but shit never changes. And it may change for a week or two. It may change for a month. And then all of a sudden they realize that they got you again, and then bam, they're gone. Like friggin' Houdini. Like I said, I mean, the advice I'm getting here is this shit isn't going to change. It's time to liberate yourself. This person ain't going to change. And you may have a little bit of hope because I do feel like there is a connection that you have with this person that is unique and it's hard to let go of, but they're always going to use that against you. Like, it's just toxic shit. Like I said, I mean, they're putting in all the effort when it's convenient for them. I think it's just a messed up type of control that this person has. Like, they're trying to get some control over you, or control over the situation. And honestly, for some of you, this person may have some sort of deep feelings for you, but it's in the most toxic, like I said, fucked up way I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a read like this before with this type of bullshit. And I'm sorry I'm swearing so much, but it pisses me off when I see people like this. I mean, breadcrumbing you, energy vampire, just sucking the life out of you. And once they sucked all the life out of you, they disappear. And then once someone new comes in and breathes a little fresh air, fresh life into you, you know, you start to feel happy again. This person comes in and pisses all over it. And I watched this video the other day with this little kid, and he was in this kindergarten, and they were showing this kid, and he was building this little tower or whatever out of blocks, and this other kid just kept coming over and knocking this shit over. And then when he'd leave, and then you see the kid, and he all kind of frustrated, but he'd start over again and build this thing, and this little shitty kid come back over and knocked it over again. That's what it feels like. Like if they can't have you, no one can type energy, but it's like they can have you, but they don't. Like in their head, some twisted way. I mean, I'm just getting narcissistic energy from this person. Like, this so narcissistic that, like, when they see you happy, they got to come in and like I said, they put on the whole deal, like acting like things are gonna change, they're gonna be different. You know, they're ready to give into this, and then you feel connected to this person again, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they feel like it's safe to do it, they piss off again. Like I said, the universe is telling me shit isn't going to change. Liberate yourself from this person. Break free of the shackles. Like I said, with the devil in reverse is the clear message. And the one thing I see, and this really pisses me off, is when people do this with the six of cups. It's like that nostalgia. It's like this person has a way of reminding you of the good times. When they're with you, they have a way of creating this sense of happiness in you, giving you hope again, and then as soon as you have hope, they scoop that shit away. Anyway, with this, I mean, we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. Feeling some Scorpio as well. You know, I've told this story so many times, but I'm going to tell it again because I feel like it's what I was thinking about it the whole time I was doing this read. The first time I saw the read drop in front of me, I was thinking about it. It's this old story my nan used to tell me about the scorpion and the frog. And if you heard it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So we have the scorpion, and the scorpion is on this. We got this stream, you know, this little stream, and the scorpion wants to get to the other side, but he can't because scorpions can't swim. So he's like, shit, I just want to get to the other side, you know. And all of a sudden he looks down the stream a little bit, and there's this frog sitting on the same side as him. So he goes down to the frog and he says, hey, can you let me get on your back, and can you swim me across to the other side? And the frog's like, I'm not doing that. And he's like, why? The scorpion's like, why? And he's like, because the frog's like, because if you know, you're going to sting me, and if you sting me, it'll paralyze me, and then we're both going to drown. And he said, why would I do that? You know, I want to get to the other side. So against his better judgment, the frog lets the scorpion on his back, and they're halfway across, and all of a sudden the scorpion stings the frog. And as the frog is about to go under the water, he's like, why would you do that? Now we're both going to die. He's like, because I'm a scorpion. And that's what we do. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason why people do what they do. It's just because that's who they are. I like the story. I don't know. Maybe it's a little messed up, but I hope it got the point across. Sometimes people just do what they do. it doesn't benefit them. Like in this story, the frog and the scorpion both drown. So it's actually detrimental to both of them. But sometimes people are who they are. And we're best just to stay away from them. You know, we're best just to keep them out of our life. You know, some people just aren't happy, so it's almost like they want people to be unhappy with us. And it's, like I said, this person just doesn't seem like they want you to be happy. So they just come in and mess up your shit anytime they want. And then we're back to square zero again. Ground zero. Square zero. I don't know where I got that from. But that's the problem. Like sometimes when we have this unique connection, because I feel like there is definitely a unique connection that you have with this person. But is it worth screwing your whole life up for? Because I feel like that's what the person, that's all they want to do. I mean, some people just do shit and they don't even know why. You know, like I said, this person, it's not like it seems like they want you or care, because they seem like all they want to do is, you know, mess up your life. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to find happiness. I mean, they give you a little tiny bit, a little breadcrumbing, but that's it. And then once they feel like they got you right where they want you, that's when they start disappearing again. You know, sometimes we have unique connections with people and we don't know why, and we may never know why. But it doesn't mean they're the one, especially if they treat you like that. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.